Okay, I'm at the Oregon coast, north of Seaside at Fort Stevens State Park. This is the Peter Iredale shipwreck. It's been here a while, rusted out a bit. Do a lap around the outside so you can see exactly where I am. It's not really low tide. I think low tide was about an hour ago, so it's pretty low tide right now. But it's a very, very wide, flat beach. So it's a huge beach. So they actually allow driving on the beach around here. But I didn't park on the beach. I'm not trying to destroy my car. My car is parked over there on the paved parking lot. Notice how there's pieces missing. I don't think it physically ripped apart. I think it's all been rusted away. It's been here a long, long time. Notice it's sticking up out of the ground at least 20 feet. So it's not some little rowboat. It's definitely a big ship, at least for its time. I'm assuming it was a steamship. I don't know. I haven't looked that up. Doesn't really matter. Notice how it's crooked too. You can tell by the top deck there, whatever you call that. It's definitely tilted to the left. You can also tell it's been here so long. Barnacles growing all over it. That's actually good because when you're climbing on it, then it gives you some traction to grab onto. Otherwise, the bare steel is pretty slippery. Actually, I don't even know if it's steel or just iron. But anyway, if it walks like metal, talks like metal, it's metal. So yeah, so here's the deck. Looks like it's actually a concrete deck. It's gonna have a little bit of traction here. When I was younger, I'm pretty sure I've climbed up here, but my shoes have terrible traction, so I don't think it'd be a good idea for me to get up here right now. It's kind of scary trying to climb up there. It's not like there's anything to see up there. But yeah, you can see there was like one deck here and then another deck or something like that. I don't know how big this ship was, so what exactly was up here, I don't know. Lots and lots of barnacles growing. Lots and lots of traction to climb on. There's the front. Oops, there goes a bird. Try not to disturb the wildlife too much, but whatever. We could share. Wouldn't mind if it was sunny today. It is going to be sunny tomorrow, but anyway, I'm here today, so whatever. Oh wow, look at the cute little birdie there. See there? I don't think he's going to let me any closer. Looks like he hates my guts. Yeah, there he goes. Alrighty then. It would have been cool if he like landed in front of the camera though. Alright, so now let's see if I can get up any higher. So I'll walk up the edge here, peep out the little windows. See, the ocean is hundreds of feet away right now, but this is a very, very flat sandy beach. Earlier I climbed up here. Wasn't a particularly good idea, but you know what? If I survived doing it once, I could do it again, I guess. Alright, so now we are looking down on the deck where it looks like it's mostly steel, some concrete, something like that. Big holes. It's legal to climb up here, but do it very, very carefully. Of course, at high tide, a lot of this will be underwater, depending on exactly how high the tide is. It's definitely a little bit tricky coming up here during high tide, especially since the water here in Oregon is very cold. So it's going to be a little bit dangerous. Okay, now let's see if I can get back down alive. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, see, it's not that hard climbing up here, except my shoes have terrible traction, and it would kind of hurt if I slipped and fell. So I'm trying to be a little bit careful if practical. Of course, if I wanted to stay safe, I could have stayed home. So yeah, a little bit careful. I swear that horizontal beam up there looks like it's made of wood. It's like it's big enough and it stays up out of the ocean that it's not completely rotted away yet. I don't think my camera's gonna pick it up very well, just because the, you know, lighting isn't ideal here. Yeah, I think this beam here, I think, whoops, pan out. See if my camera could do it justice. I think that beam here is wood. I think that beam up there is wood. I think it's terrible lighting. Officially, you're not supposed to come here at night. It's stupid. It opens at 6 a.m., but the restrooms open at 8 a.m. Like, what in the world? Come on. Anyway. Oh, there goes a car. Yes, that's legal. Speed's 25 miles per hour. It's a long beach, too. You can seriously drive, I think it's like 25 miles. So it'll take you like a whole hour to drive from the north end of Oregon to the south as far as you can drive. Basically from the north end of Seaside all the way here, you can drive on the beach. When it's nice and damp like this, it's actually easy. A two-wheel drive can do it. The only hard part is getting on and off the beach. You have to drive through soft sand. That's where you want decent traction and ground clearance. Follow the road. The trick is to do it like after it's rained, so the beach is nice and damp. That way the, you know, sand is compacted and everything. Okay, well, there's the Peter Iredale shipwreck. Fort Stevens, Oregon.